Welcome to the QuickStart tutorial for the AnimationPath Animator extension for Unity. Here you'll learn in just a few minutes how to use this tool efficiently. First, open AnimationPath Animator repository page in a web browser. You'll find the address displayed on the screen and in the video description below. Copy the repository address and open a Git client to clone the repository on your machine. In this tutorial we'll use source tree. Click on the clone icon and paste URL in the source path text box. Input destination folder. Finally, press the clone button. After cloning is done, master branch will be checked out by default. You can pull into this branch to get the latest updates. Now, open the AnimationPath Animator project folder, and go into the examples folder. Open Smooth Path Scene. It may be easier to work with the paths with the scene draw mode set to overdraw, and the scene gizmo set to isometric mode. Select Camera Path Game Object in the hierarchy window. Path Animator component is already added. You can add this and other animator components by selecting Component from the main menu and then AnimationPath Animator. In the References section, there's a field to select a transform to animate. In this case, it's the camera that is animated. Select the camera in the hierarchy window, move cursor over the scene and press F key to focus on the camera. It's an easy way to find the path in the scene. Select the Camera Path Game Object again to see the path in the scene view. Each node in the path has a handle to change its position or tangent values. With the free move handle, you can move the node in any direction. Notice that the camera position is also updated. You can undo any change made to the path with Ctrl-Z. If you need to move a node just in one dimension, select the default Unity movement handle. Notice that some controls in the inspector have a tooltip with a keyboard shortcut that you can use to quickly switch between tools and handles. You can add new nodes with the plus button, and remove them with the minus button. Extreme nodes cannot be removed. You can preview animation with keyboard shortcuts. Press L to jump to the next node, and H to jump to the previous node. Press K to jump forward in large steps and J to jump backward. You can also jump with even smaller increments using small jumps. Press Alt plus K to make small jump forward, and Alt plus J to jump backwards. Use it to replicate animation playback. Size of these steps can be adjusted in the Advanced Settings section of the Path Animator component. You'll find all shortcuts listed in the README file of the project repository. You can also set your own shortcuts in the Settings asset. Now we will play the animation. By default, it will start playing right after entering play mode. You can disable this behavior by unchecking the autoplay option in the Player Options section. You can pause the animation by pressing the space key. All other shortcuts are working as well, even when animation is playing. Remember, all changes you make to the path while in play mode, will be saved. Now, let's change the animation speed. In the Scene Tools section, open Node Tool dropdown and select Ease Tool. Animation speed defines how fast or slow the animation is played. Overall play time is independent from the path length. Each node can have assigned its own animation speed value. You can toggle Ease Tool with the right arrow button. Animation speed is described by two values. Right-hand side value is the speed value expressed as a number from 0 to 359. Value on the left side is a multiplier for the right value. When both values are 0, the animation stops playing. If the multiplier value was set to 20, the whole animation would be done in just one frame. Again, animation speed tells how fast the animation is played. It does not tell how fast the animated object should move. If you increase path length, the animated object will move faster because it has to travel longer distance within the same amount of time. This is why when you change the length of the path, Path Animator will try to adjust the ease of each node so that the average animated object speed stays the same. Now let's enable Tilting tool. You can roll animated object as many times as you want. Ease and tilting values internally are saved in an animation curve. You can see those curves by double-clicking on the camera path asset and selecting ease or tilting curve. You should not edit those curves by hand. There are two major modes that you may want to set even before creating a path. Rotation mode decides how the animated object will rotate during animation. And the tangent mode defines the shape of the animated object curve and the rotation curve. Currently, rotation mode is set to target. It means that the animated object will always look at the target transform. In this case, the target is a zombie. You can set the target transform by selecting and dragging a transform from hierarchy window into the target object field. If you set rotation mode to forward, the animated object will look at point ahead on the path. You can control the forward point offset with the forward point slider. Custom rotation mode allows you to specify a custom path to look at. Select custom rotation mode from the rotation mode drop-down. In the scene view, the yellow path is overlapped by a gray rotation curve. You can change rotation curve with the rotation point handle. Use H and L shortcuts to move between rotation points. If you need to start over with the rotation path, just press the Reset Rotation button. The same applies to ease and tilting. Now let's see the tangent modes. Currently, Smooth Tangent mode is selected. When you move a node on the scene, all node tangents will be automatically smoothed. In the Linear Tangent mode, the only difference is that the node tangents are set to linear. In Custom Tangent mode, you can specify node tangents manually. When you move a node on the scene, its tangents won't be updated. You can adjust them manually by enabling Tangent Handle and dragging the handle horizontally and vertically. You can also smooth each node separately with the arrow button. Remember that if you exit Custom Tangent or Rotation mode, the custom data will be lost. Lastly, let's look at the position and rotation lerp options. When you are animating an object and it is rotating too fast, you can slow down its rotation with a rotation slurp slider. The same applies to position. Congratulations! Now you have all the necessary knowledge to start creating your own paths. If you have any problems or questions, feel free to post at Unity forums or create an issue on GitHub. If you would like to contribute to the project, just fork the repository and create a pull request. Thanks for watching.